All right, I didn't show all of the Cramps bootlegs that I had, so this will be the tail end of that, and it will also be also part of an argument. But first of all, as you can see, or as you saw, if you watched, I saw the amino acids. I know you're all jealous that I got to see the counter elites and the amino acids for $10 down in Hamtramck. And they didn't have the record album that this flyer advertises. They said that they just didn't show up. So they just had these little pamphlets and this t-shirt that I bought. And this is something about the Bob thing. Very funny. Anyway, that's the amino acid stuff. Now let's get into the first punk rock record debate. Vinyl Richie, which I picked this up down in Hamtramck before the amino acid show, but Vinyl Richie says that this is the first punk rock record. And I got this at Lo and Behold Records. And it came in this sleeve, which these things are always fun to read. They're advertising the Zombies and the Bachelors and Aftermath and the Rolling Stones and the Moody Blues. But anyway, I listened to this thing, and it's loud, it's crashy, it's raw. It's like a raw live Rolling Stones thing. But I don't think I would file it under punk rock. I would file it under hard rock. That's what this thing is. This is a hard rockin' album. But there's not the I don't know, the punk rock thing to it, where there's something about it that is kind of off, that you've never heard before. And this doesn't have it. What this thing does have is energy. It's got volume, but it doesn't have anything offsetting about it, which I consider, if something's punk rock, it's kind of offsetting. There's nothing about this that's offsetting. This thing is just a blast to the head. All right. Let's put this down here. Now, when I bought that thing at the record store, I talked to the owner and I told him, I'm buying this record because Vinyl Richie, which the owner of the record store didn't know who that was. Anyway, Vinyl Richie said this is the first punk rock record, and then I told him what I thought was the first punk rock record, and he said, you're both wrong, and he pointed me towards this thing. And this is Oh Yeah by The Shadows of the Night. And on the flip side is Light Bulb Blues. And he said this is the first punk rock record. So he played a little of it, and it's very garagey, and it sounds like the Seeds if they were just I guess more aggressive. Yeah, this is like the Seeds being aggressive. But it isn't like punk rock. This is an exciting release and it's fun to listen to, but there's nothing about it that's offsetting. It's just a great release by a band that I need to get some more records by, The Shadows of the Night. All right, and the Lo and Behold record store, which the owner's name is Richard, that's down in Hamtramck on Jos Campo Street. It's Jos dot CAMPAO. Anyway, I don't know how to pronounce that. But this is it. Shadows of the Night. So there's a new entry into what was the very first punk rock record, and I'm standing by this thing. Because this thing was offsetting. Little Richard's scream was offsetting. And that's what makes this the very first punk rock record. Is just his scream. You never heard anything like it in your life, and your mom and dad hated it. Okay, let's get into the CRAMPS stuff. I didn't show this one last time, but I showed it the time before. And this is the exorcism thing, and it's pretty good. Especially the song Under the Wires. That's a great one. Okay, let's get into it. This is the CRAMPS. I guess it'd be the Human Fly 7-inch. And it has a poster thing going on. And what color is the disco? There it is. And here's the poster. Wild Voodoo Idols. And this thing has Love Me, Voodoo Idol, and Human Fly on it. Well, not this thing. This is a poster. This thing has those songs on it. All right. Put those away later. This is the CRAMPS. Sometimes good guys don't wear white. And on the flip side, 5 years ahead of my time. This one's pretty good. The quality's good. This is a great CRAMPS record. The quality on this one is also great. Okay, this is the CRAMPS Lonesome Town. And on the flip side is Woman Need. Quality on this, very, very good. That's a great little CRAMPS 7-inch bootleg. And here's the box set bootlegs. I've shown these before, so I'll do this quick. Here's the sticker thing that was on the front, but it came off. And inside here are 3 records. They're studio recordings, and wow, this is really, really good. It's called the Ohio Demos 1979. You can pick this up on a 12-inch. You don't have to go through the expense and trouble of getting these 3 records that really don't want to come out of this box. Well, maybe they do. Here's one. This one's got Twist and Shout, all tore up, mystery plane and TV set. You can't imagine how wonderful this little record is. And then there's a bunch of others. But anyway, if you want to check this thing out, it's just punch in Ohio Demos, the CRAMPS, and a version of this will be available to you on a 12-inch that's very affordable, and you don't have to go through the trouble of getting this. Which, I bought this so long ago, it wasn't any trouble. It was bought in Las Vegas. I think I gave them $10 for this thing. And I thought I was overpaying. Anyway, that's the argument and the tail end of the CRAMPS bootleg situation that lives in my house. All right, that's the end of the video. Good day.